Am I audible? Okay, let's other join, and let's wait for others to join, and after 5 minutes we will start the session. So till now I think the 8 participants have joined. 9. So I think week 2 lectures have been uploaded, and you all of you have already watched that lectures, and done the assignment 2 also. And today we will be practicing some more questions, and discussing the previous year questions also for the week 2 lectures that have been given to you. So I think now we can start, and whoever will be joining later, I will be allowing them to enter into the session. So let me share my screen. So the screen is visible to all of you. Can we move to some sample problems?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks Elena. So let's move to the some of the sample problems based on the lecture week 2 lectures, and here are the slides. So today this these slides also I think it is visible to all of you. Is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we will be starting our problem solving session on sustainable architecture for week 2, and someone else is joining. Okay, so moving to the first question, I will be presenting in front of all of you. Try to give answers to this first question, then we will have a discussion on this first question. Someone else is joining. Okay, so first question is visible to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then try to give answer to the first question. What are the five basic elements of n- this natural environment? I hope this you would be able to answer. So what will be the right answer for the first question? Let me check the. So Elena, Aditi, Disha have gave the answer. So for the first question, A is the right answer for that question. And as we all know, the natural environment is divided into five basic elements as mentioned in the option one. So based on that, we can give move to the next question. Question number two. So this is the question number two. Which of the following was not mentioned as an impact of development on water bodies? So second question is clear to all of you. Elena, Aditi, Trisha have given the answer B. Someone is joining. Okay. So what about others? Anybody wants to give another answer, or all of them are agreeing with option B? Okay. Divya is agreeing. So 15 people have joined. Okay. So for this one, the impact, as we can see, the the impacts of the development on water bodies include shrinkage, conversion of fertile lands to deserts, and pollution. So these issues result from various factors such as deforestation, urbanization, and improper waste disposal, as it is well explained in the lecture videos. So an increase in the precipitation was not mentioned as an impact of development in the provided lectures. So most appropriate answer will be the option B, increase in the precipitation. Rest of the options, they are regarded as an impact on the development of water bodies. Someone else is joining. Okay, then can we move to the next question, question number 3, if it is clear? Okay, then question 3 is in front of you all. Which inland sea mentioned as having dried up significantly from 1985 to 2009 due to human development and now reduced to small lakes? So these all are based on the first questions are based on the first lecture of week 2. If you have seen that NPTEL lectures, then you would have been able to answer to this question. So in that NPTEL course of sustainable architecture, it is well mentioned that Aral Sea has been dried up significantly from 1985 to 2009 due to human development and is now reduced to small lakes. So, is it Vansika is saying I am joining late, so how can I study previous lectures of your class? So, if you will go to the announcement section, then you will find there are the links or in the last section also of your NPTEL ID you will find there are the links for the YouTube videos and there is also link for the Google Drives where all the previous lectures and the answers have been uploaded, so you can get from there. And now someone wants to join. Risil. Okay, Risil is there. So is it fine Vansika? Okay, then can we move to the fourth question? Third question is clear to all of you. Okay, so the fourth, someone else wants to join. Yes, sorry. Okay, so the fourth question is this one. Which is an example of an alien invader that can cause significant ecological disruption in water bodies? So some of them are answering A and some of them are answering B. Try to read the question again and give the correct answer to the question number 4. What is an example of an alien invader that can cause significant ecological disruption in water bodies? So for who have answered option A, that answer A for this question is the right answer. That is water Heinrich is an example of an alien invader, and the rest of them who have answered D or D, that is not the right answer for this particular question, since and since we have known through the lecture that water hyacinth thrives in nutrient rich environment due to pollution and covering the water surface and cooking water surfaces and blocking sunlight, and this prevents other aquatic life from surviving and eventually leads to the dead water body as hyacinth depletes oxygen levels. That's why it is referred as an alien invader in this lecture 1 of the NPTEL lectures for week 2. So I think now question 4 is clear to all of you. Can we move to question 5? Okay, so this is question number 5. Which pollution source is mentioned as having a particularly severe impact on aquatic life and human health due to its slow recognition and subtle effects? Option A is plastic waste, B is radioactive waste, C is oil spills, and fourth is heavy metal contamination. So try to all of you try to give answers to this question number 5. So all of you have given option A, but option A is not the right answer, correct answer for this particular question. Try to read the question again and give the answer to this question number 5. Which pollution source is mentioned as having a particularly severe impact on aquatic life and human health due to its slow recognition? Slowly, uh, one example also is mentioned in the lecture videos.
So is it heavy metal?
Yeah, you are absolutely right. It is option number D, Elena, as it is as she has mentioned. Option D is the right answer because this heavy metal contamination such as mercury often has a subtle effects that take care or that take years or even decades to become apparent. This slow recognition can lead to the severe long-term impacts on both aquatic life and human health, as it is mentioned in the question also. So, as these metals enter to the food chain and accumulate in the organism over time, so it is not a fast recognition or the effect can be seen with time. That's why option D will be the correct answer for this question. So all of you are fine with option D for question number 5. So can we move to the question number 6? Okay. So here is question number 6. What is the primary goal of accounting step? As three steps were mentioned in the management. So what is the primary goal of accounting step in understanding the environmental system? Let me see. Precise saying B. So try to read each and every option carefully and choose the most suitable option for this question. Option B has been given by most of the candidates. So for this question number 6, try to read this question and give the correct answer. And who have given option number D as their answer, it is the right answer. And rest of them who are saying D and A something, so they should know that the accounting step involves identifying how much of the particular component such as water is present in different parts of the ecosystem and understanding its current state. That's why it can be referred as this helps in accessing the available resources and their distribution, as it is mentioned in option D. So now is it fine for all of you that as per accounting step the option B will be the correct answer, not option D? And all these things were discussed in the lecture first lecture of week 2, that was related to the water management. So is it fine? So none of you are audible.
Yes, sir. It's clear.
Yeah, fine, Elena. So you have to respond because all the time this checking the chat box, uh, it is difficult. So you can respond and we can move to the next question faster. Fine.
Sure, sir.
Okay, thanks. So this is the question number 7. How does deforestation impact the water cycle? As per the given four option, which will be the right answer?
B.
Yes.
Option B.
B is the correct answer.
Yes, B is the correct answer for this one. Since all of you know that deforestation decreases the transpiration, which is also referred as release of water from the plants, and precipitation also, which disrupts the water cycle by reducing the amount of water returned to the atmosphere and affecting the local climate patterns. That's why option B will be the correct answer for this question number 7. So all of you, can we move to the question number 8?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then this is question number 8 for all of you. Try to give answers to this question.
Option A.
Option A. What?
Option A, sir.
Yeah.
B. What?
Option B is correct.
Yeah.
So Trisha is writing option B.
The question?
Yeah. Two people are writing option B. Try to read the question properly. What percentage of the Earth's total water is available for oceans and cannot be used by humans for
A.
consumption?
Option A, sir. Option
You
A.
can. Yeah, it's A.
So most of the people they have answered B, Rishil, Surya.
So that was our previous question.
Acha, fine. Then option A is the right answer for this question. 97.5% roughly or approximately. This percentage of water is present as in the oceans. Fine. Can we move to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then this is question 9. How do urban settlements contribute to the desertification as discussed in the lecture? For sure, these urban settlements lead to the desertification. But how? Question is visible.
Option C.
Option C. What about others? How urban settlements can lead or contribute to the desertification?
We are not clear with the answer, sir.
Okay. So somebody wants to add some answer, or can we move to the right answer and explanation part?
I guess it's option B.
Okay. Somebody wants to join.
If A,
Okay. So for this for particular question, option C is the right answer. And since these urban settlements contribute to the desertification primarily by obstructing the natural water flows and diminishing groundwater recharge, when cities are developed, natural water streams are often diverted and covered by impermeable surfaces such as roads and buildings. All of you must agree. And because of this disruption, it prevents the natural replacement of groundwater sources, which indeed lead to the soil degradation and reduces the land's ability to support vegetation. Consequently, these areas become more susceptible to desertification as a natural water cycle is interrupted. So overall, if you will see, these urban settlements, they are blocking the natural water streams and reducing the groundwater recharge, which at the end leading to the desertification or loss of vegetation for that particular location. So out of these four options, the option C will be the most suitable option for this question. Is it fine now?
Yes, sir.
So all of you now agreeing with option C.
yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we can move to the next question. Question number 10. So this is question number 10.
C.
C. Option C. Option C, sir.
So this is, I think it is easy one. So what impact does desertification have on biodiversity? So desertification negatively impacts the biodiversity by depleting the availability of fertile land and also the water resources, which are crucial for sustaining various plants and animals and species. And as the land becomes increasingly arid and unproductive, it loses its capacity to support a diverse ecosystem and lead to the reduction in the habitat quality and loss of species that depend on these environments. So, based on this, we can say that the desertification results in the significant decline in the biodiversity, which is well shown in the option C. That's why option C will be the right answer, as stated by most of you. So, this is the next question for question number 11. So, what will be the right answer for this question number 11? What percentage of Earth's total water is available for surface aquifers and
Option B,
groundwater?
sir. Option B.
Isn't option A 2.5?
Option A is correct.
And somebody was saying option B. Option B would have been correct if there would have been mentioned potable water or water for drinking. So in that regard, you can think of option B, but it is talking about all the available water in the surface aquifers and groundwaters, underground waters. So in that regard, option A will be the right answer. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then we can move to the question number 12. This is question number 12. Let me mark the answers also, so that when I will be sharing the slides, then it will be visible to all of you. So from now I will be marking the answers also. Question number 12. Try to give answers to this question. How does crop
Replacing different nutrients.
Crop
Option
rotation.
C.
Option C. Someone wants to add to the answer or give another answer. So all of you are agreeing with option C.
Yes, sir.
Someone wants to join. Neha. So as we all understand that crop rotation is an agricultural practice where different types of crops are planted in the same field with the subsequent or different seasons, and this helps in the replacing various nutrients in the soil. Different crops have different nutrients requirement and contribute to differently to soil health. For example, of this crop rotation practice is the legume can fix nitrogen in the soil and improving helps in improving the fertility for subsequent crops, and by rotating the crops farmer can prevent the depletion of specific nutrient, reduce soil erosion, and disrupt the cycle of pests and diseases, thereby maintaining the overall health and productivity of the soil. That's why this crop rotation is mainly done for replacing the different nutrients of the soil. Like with the help of this legume plant uh, we can fix the nitrogen requirement of the soil. So with that option C, as most of you have answered correctly, we can move to the next question, question number 13. Can we move to the question number 13?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you, Aditi. So this is question number 13. Urban heat island. What do someone else is joining?
D, sir.
Option B.
So all of you try to join within 5 minutes, and also whoever have joined, they are requested to write their name and give attendance for today's session of week 2 problem solving session. So there will be count of how many people are attending this problem solving session. So one by one, you all of you first of all give the attendance of today's session. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we can move to the question number 13 again. So I hope all of your name is visible on the screen. If somebody is missing, so they can write their name in the chat box and give attendance for today's class. So let's move to the question again. So as per your understanding, what is urban heat island?
Option B.
Option B. All of you are okay with option B?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. And for them who are a bit confused with this urban heat island, for them I want to state that this urban heat island effects describes the phenomena where urban or metropolitan areas become significantly warmer than surrounding rural areas. This temperature difference is primarily due to the human activities and prevalence of hard and dark surfaces, as it was stated in the lecture videos also. What is the cause of this urban heat land? And because of these hard and dark surfaces like asphalt and buildings that absorb and retain heat during the day, these surfaces absorb more heat, and at night they release it, increasing the overall temperature of the urban area. Factors such as reduced vegetation, increased energy consumption, and high levels of pollution further add to these effects. So these urban heat island can lead to the higher energy demands for cooling, as it makes the environment warmer, and lead to the increased air pollution levels and causes adverse effects on human health. And the main effect that can be formed with the urban heatland effect is that it makes the surrounding warmer than the rural areas. That's why the correct answer, as stated by most of you, the option B will be the right answer for this particular question. But as per the explanation I have told, some other questions can also be formed with this urban heat island effect. So you should be knowing about what are the surfaces or which are the dark or which are hard, which absorb heat and retain in the night. So asphalt can be the right answer for that one, and some other concepts based on that. Some more questions can be formed. Okay, then I think we can move to the question number 14. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and question 14. What are the two mitigation measures to reduce urban heat island effect mentioned in the lecture? Two mitigation measures.
High albedo materials and planting more.
Option B.
Option B. Option B.
Yeah. So based on the my previous explanation, you can give answers to this question number 14. That is with the use of high albedo materials. These high albedo materials refers to the materials that reflect more sunlight and absorb less heat compared to the traditional building materials. High albedo surfaces such as light colored roofs or pavements help to lower the overall temperature of the urban areas by reflecting more solar radiation back into the atmosphere than absorbing it. And also the another option, that is planting more vegetation. Increasing the green cover in the urban areas can significantly mitigate the urban heat island effects, and plant and trees provide shade and release moisture through the transpiration or evaporation, which cools the surrounding air. Some other practices such as green roofs, parks, or street trees not only help to lower the temperature but also improve the air quality and enhances the ecological value of the urban environments. That's why these both option uh, B, which tells the high albedo materials and planting more vegetation can lead to the mitigation or elimination or reduction of these urban highlight effects from the urban areas. So I think this explanation is also well clear to all of you. So we can move to the question number 15. Is it
Yes, sir.
okay? Then question number 15 is there. This is question number 15. What is a significant cause of declining air quality?
Option C, sir. C, sir. Option C.
Someone wants to join. So who have joined later in the today's session, they can give their attendance in the chat box, and I think they are joining 1 hour later. So we have moved to the nearly half of the question of the today's session. So here is question number 15, the sample problem. So these all have been discussed in the lecture, second lecture of week 2, where this desertification and uh, air quality reductions concepts have been discussed. So based on that, this question number 15, as what is the significant cause of declining air quality? Some of you are giving answer B and some of you are giving answer C. So which answer is the correct answer, and we should lock. Let me see in the chat box if somebody is giving B and C. So we have to choose only one of the answer out of the four options.
C would be better.
Yeah, as Elena is also saying, so the C is the right answer and the most appropriate suitable answer for this question. The significant cause of the declining air quality is decreased tree cover and increased pollutants, because the trees play a crucial role in absorbing the air pollutants, and as their numbers diminish, the ability of the environment to clean the air decreases. And also the human activities such as industrial emission and use of equipment that emits the pollutants further exaggerate this problem. But the uh, leading this also leads to the polluted air, as some of you were mentioning. But if we will compare and uh, find the most suitable one, then the potentially relevant option or answer for this question will be decreased tree cover and increased pollutants. Or if there would have been multiple answers for this particular question, then you can give both B and C as an answer. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we can move to the question number 16. So this is question number 16. Which regions, as it was shown in the map also. So in that map, well, different colors were mentioned. Some red color regions were also mentioned. This shows the regions that are identified as having the most populated air, most polluted air according to the world map.
Option C.
Option C.
Option C, sir.
Yeah, so I think that is clear to all of you that option C is the right answer. Neha, Aditi, all, there is no more confusion with that. So without any further delay and explanation, we can move to the question number 17, I guess. Can we move to question number 17?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thanks, Selina. So this is question number 17. What are some of the further problems caused by air pollution?
B. Acid rain, global warming, health problems.
Option B, sir.
So B, B, Divya is also saying B. So I think this is clear to all of you that for this question B is the right answer, because if we will go for the severe secondary issues that arise from the air pollution, then you will find these are all acid rain, as it is mentioned in option B. Acid rain, which results from the pollutants in the air that mix with rainwater and cause environmental damage. The second, which is the global warming, which is also driven by the increased greenhouse gas emissions, or you can say the air pollution, and cause various health problems such as respiratory diseases and skin cancer, as it was well explained in the lecture 2 of week 2. And these effects are interconnected and contribute to a broader range of environmental and societal issues. So with these, I think we can move to the question number 18. It is clear to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then this is question number 18. So one pie chart was shown where the
Option B.
one pie chart was shown where the emissions from the buildings as well as the energy consumptions of the buildings were mentioned. So that was there, and apart from that, it was also well mentioned what percentage of build stock in India has been constructed as of now, and that's why until now it is of 20% or 30% or 50% or 60%. How much percentage of the built stock has been constructed?
Option D, 60%.
So Aditi is saying 60%.
Option D, 60%, sir.
Option D.
So all of you have got the question. Option D, 60% is not the right answer for this question. Try to
30.
try to understand the question and then give the correct answer for this one.
So is it 30%?
Who is that?
Alina.
Yeah, Alina is absolutely right. So for this question, if you would have seen the uh, lecture 3 of week 2, then you will find that it is clearly mentioned that about one third of the built stock in India has been constructed, and that is causing this much of pollution, and and that is demanding this much of energy from the building sector, and we are left with remaining 60% or two-third of the reasons to be developed in the future. So I hope you are able to recall. So option, not option D, option A as mentioned by Elena also. Option B will be the right answer for this question number 18. So if you are able to recall and agree, then we can move to the question number 19. That is the next question.
Understood, sir.
Okay. What about others?
So
Got it, sir.
It's clear.
Okay. Thank you. So this is the next question. So before giving the answer, you try to read the question, because in the exams also you will be, if there will be uh, some error in reading the question, then although you will be knowing the answer, then also the minute mistake will cause you reduction of your marks, and overall it will cause the degradation of your grade. So try to read the question and give the answers patiently, which you are knowing at least. Fine.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
yes.
Then this is question, next question, question number 19.
Increase social isolation and lack of community connection.
Option B, sir.
Okay, two of them have answered option B.
Option B, sir.
B. Let's wait others to answer in the chat box or directly. What is the key factor contributing to the physiological issues such as anxiety and depression in the urban population? So out of these four answers, let me see how many of you have answered. B, B, four of them have answered in the chat box. So what about others? They want some more time for this question, or all of you are fine with option B? The rest of you try to give a answer in the chat box, which option you find to be the most suitable one. Nitya is saying B. So for this question, all of you are absolutely right. This option B is the correct answer for this question. And in the urban, as it is mentioned in the as it is mentioned in the question, We have to highlight the key factors that is contributing to the physiological issues such as anxiety and depression in the urban population. And in the lecture 3 of this week 2, we have clearly seen that in the urban settings, social isolation, as it was highlighted, well highlighted by mem. So social isolation is the significant factor that is contributing to the anxiety and depression. So the in-person nature of the large cities often lead to the lack of social interaction, community support, and crime scenarios was also mentioned. So which is also there in your assignment 2 of week 2. So all these factors were mentioned, and which exaggerates the mental health issues among the residents in the urban areas. So with this, we lock option B for this and question number 19, and we will move to the next question, question number 20. I hope this question number 20 is visible to all of you.
No, sir.
No, sir, it's not visible.
Anybody who is able to see question number 20, I think it is loading.
It's visible now. It's
Now,
visible now. It's visible now, sir.
Okay, thank you. So try to give answers to this question, question number 20. What socio-cultural issue is highlighted as a result of rapid urbanization?
increased disparity between rich and poor.
C. Option C.
Option C. So I think questions are well clear to all of you, and you
Sir, it's option B, sir.
option B.
Option C, sir.
Payal is strict with answer C. Option C. What socio-cultural issue is highlighted as a result of rapid urbanization? Option C. Read all the four options who have not given the answer. So it's okay. Divya is also agreeing with option C now. So I think all of you who have mentioned in the chat box and through their voice also, they have mentioned option C is the right answer, and there is no further confusion with that. So here for this question number 20, the option C is the right answer. Rapid urbanization, since we know this rapid urbanization often leads to the greater disparity between the different socio-economic groups in urban centers. The wealth gap widens as some people accumulate significant resources while others remain in poverty, leading to the heightened social tension and inequality, as it was mentioned in the lecture 3. And it was well explained how this rapid urbanization is making the rich people richer and poor people poor. So I think with this we can move to the question number 21. If it is
Yes, sir.
okay, it is clear. Somebody else wants to add something, or can we move? Hmm. Can we move to next question? It is clear.
Sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now Aditi is saying yes. So this is question number 21. Questions from now have been prepared based on the lecture 4, section 4 of week 2.
Option C.
Aditi is saying C.
Option C.
all of you are okay with option C?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I think you have well understood these 27 principles also that was discussed in the Rio Declaration on Environment and Development. So with these 27 principles, we will try to frame questions how well you have understood each of those principles. So before then that, let's move to the question number 22. Here is question number 22. Which of the following legally binding agreements was not introduced at Earth Summit in
Kyoto Protocol.
uh, I'm not able to understand the question of Vansika, what she is asking. Vansika, you can elaborate your question or you can use your mic. Am I audible? Or she is there or not? Yeah, so how many lectures are completed means what? Harshit.
हेलो सर।
Yeah,
सर मैं ये पूछ रही थी कि आपके प्रीवियस लेक्चर कितने कंप्लीट हो चुके हैं?
okay. So every week we are conducting one problem solving session. So this is for week 2, and if this lecture is scheduled for week 12 weeks, so 12 classes will be there where we will be discussing various problems and brief taking the brief recap of all the lectures content that have been taught to you. Like till now for we have covered the top three lectures of week 2. Based on the that content, what questions and what uh, uh, memory you have or what understanding you have made, that answers you have given. So every week there will be one lecture, and one lecture have been already completed last week, or the timing will be same from Tuesday, every Tuesday 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., 2 hours problem solving session. And who have not attended the previous session, so or they were not active that time, then they can uh, go to their sustainable architecture course. Their problem solving session link is there, so their session is also uploaded in the YouTube, so they can go to that. And if it is taking time, though they can then go to the directly to the uh, drive link where the questions of the previous sessions that have been discussed and some previous year assignment questions are also discussed, so that all the questions along with the answers they are have been uploaded in the Google Drive link that have been given to you. I hope you all of you last time, as you were mentioning that the link is not shared with you, so this time all of you have got the link for video lectures and as well as the
Yes, sir.
assignments or problem sessions questions. All of
Okay,
you
sir.
have received it.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, Vansika. So how many all of you have seen the lecture link? So Nitya
Yes,
is
sir.
okay. So if Nitya is able to access, I hope all of you should be able to access. They can directly go to the course material or yeah. So someone wants to join. Admit all. So who have joined later, all of them are requested to mention their name and they mark their attendance in the chat box. And as I have mentioned in the last class also, try to join the session as the timings are pre-known to you or well known to you that it will be from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Tuesday. So keep your slot empty for that timing and try to join within 15 minutes at max. Otherwise, it is very difficult for others to concentrate on the problems if one by one everyone will be joining. I hope it is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So I think we can move to the questions. We were discussing this question number 22. So question number 22, all of you have mentioned option B. So is there any other answer apart from option B, or option B we can lock the answer for every from
Option B, sir.
yeah. So this for this particular question, option B is the right answer. Since this Kyoto Protocol, it was an agreement uh, that was not one of the legally binding agreements opened for the signature for Earth Summit in 1992. For this you can go in detail with the Google also, or in the lecture 4 of the week 2 you will find that it is clearly mentioned that instead of Kyoto Protocol uh, mentioning in the Earth Summit 1992, it was adopted for 5 years later, building on foundation laid by the UNFCCC and the other three agreements that is mentioned in the options: Convention on Biological Diversity, Framework Convention on Climate Change, and United Nations Convention to Combat Desertification were indeed established during the Earth Summit that held in the year 1992. So all of you have well understood the question and given the right answer for this question. So this question number 23 I am presenting in front of all of you. So as in the previous question you have mentioned about the 27 policy of that Rio uh, 27 policy of the Rio Declaration on Environment and Development. So based on that, how far you have understood the various principles? So some of the questions can be formed on the main principles that you have to answer, like which principle out of those 27 principle, which principle emphasizes the need for effective environmental legislation and establishment of environmental protection bodies.
Option B, Principle 11.
Okay, Neha Sinoy, the first one to answer option B. Let
Option B, sir.
B, let others recall and give their answer in the chat box. If they want to give another answer, that also we can discuss. And in detail, in the lecture 4, in detail, each and every principle have been well discussed by Professor Avalokita. So you can recall from there also. But for now, try to give answer out of these four principle. Which principle emphasizes the need for effective environmental legislation and establishment for environmental protection bodies? Two of the, only I think two persons have till now answered to this question, Neha and Divya. What about others? Alina is also agreeing with B. Neha, I think you have not joined the previous session.
Yes, sir, I missed it. I had an appointment.
Okay, fine. Because I think most of the people I am now knowing, but you are only, I think today only you have joined. So
Yes, sir.
fine, no issues. So option B is the right answer for this question. That is principle number 11 as mentioned. The principle 11, let me move to the question. The principle 11 of the Rio Declaration emphasizes the needs for states to enact effective environmental legislation. It marks the beginning of creating robust environment protection bodies and policies, as it is mentioned. And prior to this, many countries lacked strong environmental laws and principles advocated for establishment of legislative frameworks for enforce environment protection and conservation. So with the starting of this principle 11, we were now em- started emphasizing the need for effective environment legislation and establishment of environmental protection bodies. That's why principle 11 will be the correct answer, as it is mentioned by most of you. So question 24 is also similar. Which principle, I think it is visible to all of you. Question number 24.
13. Principle 13.
Pardon?
Principle 13.
So let
Option B, sir.
Elena is so fast. B. What about others? Which principle? Try to, rest of you who have not given the answer, try to understand the question and recall the various principles. And whichever principles I am mentioning and discussing, these are the important principles of that Rio Declaration. So out of them 27, out of the 27 principle, which principle calls for the development of national laws regarding liability and compensation for victims of pollution and environmental damage? So let me see how many you have answered in the chat box. Elena, Neha, Divya, Sorya, they are the active members. So what about others? They are not able to recall, or is there some sort of confusion? All of you are agreeing with option 13? Unable to recall. Okay, that was too fine. Fine. So principle 13 is an important principle of that Rio Declaration, and which states that developed nation laws to address liabilities and compensation for individuals affected by pollution and environmental damage. The Principle 13 is crucial for ensuring the victims for environmental harm, such as those affected by industrial accidents or pollution, should receive appropriate compensation and support it, as per Principle 18. That's why for this particular question, that is question number 24, this option B will be the correct answer. So this principle 13 is the right answer. So can we move to the question number 25?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and who have answered to this question 24, for them this is 25 question. uh, you might have heard about agenda 21 also, but what was the primary concern of this agenda 21?
Sustainable development.
Option B, sir.
Yeah, so this everyone is able to recall. So agenda 21, you all are absolutely right that agenda 21 is a comprehensive action plan created at the Earth Summit in 1992 that was focused on achieving sustainable development worldwide. And you must also know that it addresses the needs for economic, social, and environmental progress to ensure the future generations can meet their need, while it touches on various aspects including economic growth and technology, and its core aim is to promote sustainable development overall. That's why it integrates these all the elements in an into an holistic approach, and it covers all economic, environmental, and social progress, and it was well discussed in the agenda 21. That's why option B is the right answer for this one. So can we move to the next question? Question number 27 or
Yes,
20
sir.
26.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then this is question number 26. Based on your understanding on agenda 21, you should be able to give answer to the question number 26. Let's see how far you have understood it.
Section 2,
Section.
option B, sir.
Okay. So I think Divya and Elena, they are very active with the sections and the principles. They are giving the answers very fast. What about others? Neha is mentioning B. What about others? Priya, Aishwarya, sorry, Payal. Okay, Aditi is also saying B. So B is the right answer for that one. Section 2 of Agenda 2 is dedicated to the environmental concerns or environmental issues, and it also focuses on the conservation and management of resources to promote sustainable development. This section 2, addresses the key environmental issues such as protection of atmosphere, combating deforestation, managing fragile ecosystem, and ensuring sustainable use of natural resources. So any some more questions can be formed based on the explanation. So for this section 2 will be the right answer out of all section 1, 2, 3, 4, that deals with the environmental concerns or issues of the globe. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Is it fine with all of you, not with a single person?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then we can move to the next question. That is question number 27. What is the main goal of Agenda 6 in section 1 of Agenda 21?
C.
Option C.
Option C, sir.
So Surya Neha is saying C. Neha is the first one to give answer to this question. What about others? So I received 4 answers out of 15. Vansika is also agreeing with option C. So option C is the right answer for this question. That is the main goal of Agenda 6 in section 1 of Agenda 21 is to promote sustainable human settlements. And some more questions can be formed from Agenda 6, that Agenda 6 focuses on the promoting sustainable human settlements, also emphasizing the importance of providing adequate shelter and managing human settlements in an environmentally sustainable manner. And this also includes integrating environmental infrastructure such as water and sanitation systems, and ensuring sustainable land use and transportation systems. This goal is crucial as it directly impacts the quality of life of the people in the urban and rural areas. That's why this section or the agenda 6 have been highlighted. This is an important agenda. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then can we move to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Okay. The next question is in front of you all. Question number 28. What does section 4 of agenda 21 focus on?
Sir, it is not visible, sir.
So is it with all of you, or it is not visible to only?
It's now.
It is now.
Okay. So I think it is taking some time to load. So
Financial resources and mechanisms.
sorry.
Financial resources and mechanisms.
Okay.
28 option, yes, sir.
Option A. So based on your answers, I can say you have well understood the lecture videos and uh, all the content that have been shown or that have been taught to you. You are watching it seriously. So this is another answer that all of you are giving the right. So thoroughly you are watching the lecture videos, not watching in 2x or 1.5x. Because something if you are watching in 2x or 1.5x, it will take some time to your mind to absorb and to analyze. That's fine. So option A, as it is mentioned. So I want to add something into the section 4 of agenda 21. One of its focus is on financial resource and mechanism, but if you will go in detail, then you will find that the section 4 of agenda 21 addresses the means of implementing the agendas outlined in the previous sections. It emphasizes the importance of financial resources and mechanisms, also transfer of environmentally sound technologies, international cooperation to support sustainable development efforts, and this section is crucial or critical for ensuring the strategies and actions proposed in the Agenda 21 can be effectively put into practice through adequate funding and support. That's why with this the main focus is been marked as the financial resources and mechanism, and all of you have chosen the correct answer. This answer A. So can we move to the next question, that is question number 29?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, thank you so for your response. So this is question number 29.
14%.
So these all these contents I think it is from last lecture of week 2, that there we have discussed two pie charts were shown, as I was also mentioning earlier. Where one side the energy consumption from the buildings was mentioned, and another side the global emissions from the buildings was mentioned. So based on that slide, or based on understanding of that lecture, we try to give answers to question number 29. What percentage of global energy consumption is attributed to the buildings? Neha,
Option D, sir.
D. Waiting for others to respond and give answer at their answers, because as they are also participating in the today's problem solving session, so they should also actively participate and give their answers. Whether it will be wrong or right, that is not the matter of concern. At least they will be trying and rectifying them if it is wrong. So Anshika, Aditi, Aishwarya all have given the option D. What about others? Neha has given, okay. Payal has not given. So option D is the right answer for this answer. And this you can either Google it or you can see through the pie chart of lecture. Somebody wants to join. Hello, Bhargavi. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So you are joining the session so late. So you were not someone else is joining. So you were not aware of the timing.
No, sir. Just now I saw the message.
Okay. So you please note the timing, and it's not changing also. It's the same. Every Tuesday it will be from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so maybe some mail you are not checking regularly, I know, but this you mark in your calendar or diary, so timings will be the same. And since now we have solved approximately 30 questions of the lectures, week 2 lectures, and we will be solving few more, and now then after that we will be solving the previous year assignment questions and previous year questions. So I hope you will be giving your active participation on that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so rest of the people who have joined late, they can mark their attendance in the chat box. It is that, and rest of them, let's move to the next question, that is question number 30. Mark your attendance who have joined later. Okay, so let's move to the question number 30. Question number 30 is visual to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, then try to give answer to question number 13. 30.
Option C.
Option C, sir. 35 to 40%.
Yes, so three of them are giving option C 4. So if you will see, then you will find out of all the global emissions that is happening through the world or through the globe, and it is coming from various sectors, agriculture sector, or it might be this industry sector. So building sector or construction sector, that is attributing to nearly about one third or 35 to 40% of the world's total global emissions. So if we will be able to make a sustainable architecture, that is the whole and sole aim of the sports, or we can move or think towards the sustainable architecture, then we can reduce the we can reduce not 100%, then also 20 to 25% of the world's global emissions with our efforts. So that's why it has been highlighted what is the primary aim of us also before choosing this course. So you will be knowing the present scenario of energy consumption through the buildings or architectures or these emissions, and both we have to reduce and promoting to the leading to the sustainable development. Is it fine?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so can we move to the next question, question number 31?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so try to give all of you answer to this question, question number 31. I hope you all of you will be able to give the answer to this question number 31. This, which material used in the buildings are highlighted as highly energy intensive?
Option B.
Option B. Option B.
B. Yeah, so option B is the right answer for this one. And as it is well explained in the lecture, you would have seen in the videos also that the cement and the steel, they are referred as the highly intensive energy materials out of the four options, since because their production process consumes significant amount of energy, which contributes to environmental impact as well. That's why we focus on this element, or the focus is on these elements due to their increasing uses in the modern constructions. They are so much used in the modern construction, and without knowing the this energy intensive or the environmental impacts, so with the we can also in the future we can uh, find some replacement of these materials which can be utilized in the construction of buildings, like some other materials as if somebody would have known more about vernacular houses or the old houses of ancient times, then they would have find the people used to make the houses of bamboo, clay, or the local materials, that houses also sustain for most of the time of or for most of the years. They lack some of the strength, but there are some more benefits of those houses as compared to these houses made with the modern materials. So you in the later lectures or later week sessions, you will be knowing more about how to impart or how to uh, avail this sustainable architecture, and with that you will be utilizing more the renewable energy. We are not compromising much with the demand or with the energy consumption, but we will be fulfilling that energy demand with the help of renewable energy sources, or we will be reducing the energy demand or energy consumption with proper design and proper selection of construction material in the buildings, that will be taught later in the lectures. We will be discussing that also in the next in the later weeks problem solving sessions. So with this I think we can move to the question number 32, if all of you are fine. Question,
Yes, sir.
okay,
Yes, sir.
then this is question number 32.
Option B, sir.
Option B.
Okay, so based on the
Option
previous
B.
explanation, you can easily give answer to this question. So option B is the right answer. So let's move to the question 32 without wasting much of our time. This is question 33. Which city is an example of over exploitation of water resources leading to its abandonment?
Option C, sir.
Option C.
So you people have practiced these questions somewhere, or based on the lecture videos you have gone through thoroughly, you are answering? Because
Based on lecture, sir.
okay, because you are answering so fast that I feel whether these questions have been mentioned in the assignment, or you have seen the lectures videos so thoroughly, that's why everything you are able to recall and understand.
Specifically, this question wasn't given in the assignment.
Okay, so but you were knowing that Detroit was the place where it was abundant due to the over exploitation of the water resources. All of you, three, three, six answers I have received. So can we move to the next question?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is the next question. Question number 34.
Option B.
Option B, sir. Option B.
Yes. So option B is the right answer for this question. And all of you, I think this question you will, all of you will be able to answer without much explanation. So let's move to the next question. Question number 35.
Increasing material use.
Option D.
B. What strategy is not mentioned? I think around 8 strategies were mentioned in the ABC Global, and out of that, one question was also there in the assignment from that portion. So it is from the last slide, I think, or the second last slide of lecture 5. Are you able to relate or recall?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So option D is the right answer for this question number 35. So based on your understanding, can you tell me what were the strategies that were mentioned as a key priority? Since this D is not mentioned and this ABC is mentioned, but some more were there. I think there are around eight strategies were there which were mentioned as a key priority for reducing energy and climate impact on buildings. So can you write in the chat box what are the else apart from this urban planning, new buildings and existing building retrofitting? What are the others? One of them was clean energy. That question was also there in your assignment 1, assignment 2. So try to recall that and mention some more strategies: existing building operation, materials. Yeah, Payal is absolutely right. Resiliency was also there. Clean energy, right? Okay. So with this, I think uh, we can now end to the practice problem session, and now we can move to the previous year questions. If all of you are fine with the questions that have been discussed today, so now we can move to the next version of questions, that is previous year questions, that we can discuss and see how many of you are able to solve the previous year questions. So can we move, or anybody is having any sort of doubt or explanation in any of the questions, that is question 1 to 35, that have been discussed till now?
No, sir.
Okay, this saying no. What about others?
No, sir. We can move on.
Okay, so two confirmation I have received. What about others? They can mention in the chat box, then we can move to the next. No, sir. Neha is also saying. So I think it is fine. We can move to the next questions. Hmm. This is the problem. Previous year questions, and I hope
Excuse me, sir.
yes.
Actually, where I need to mention that I'm present in the chat box only.
Yeah, in the chat box you have to mention, and I will. I think I have already taken the screenshot of the people who have present, but I will also look at the end who are present by scrolling this cursor, and I will be noting the name.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so in the chat box, all of you have given the attendance. Who are left, they can give their attendance and mark their name in the chat box. So for the rest of the people, let's move to the next questions. So these are the previous year questions, assignment for week 2 assignments. So these are also directly linked with the like this year you have received some of the questions, so this was asked previous year. So try to give answers to these questions also. There are similarly 10 questions are left for today's session. So we will discuss these 10 questions one by one and then we will be ending the session.
It's B, overwater consumption.
So we are receiving different answers C, B, D. If this question will be directly asked in the final exam, then I think most of you should be able to give answer. Try to give read the questions again and give the final answer from your end.
Option B, sir.
Option B, Bhargavi is absolutely right. So whoever mentioning option C and option D, I think they should again revisit to this question, and it is just asking which of the following is not a cause for water pollution. So out of them in the lecture also it was discussed this oil spill or over water consumption, option B. So option B all of you have mentioned also. So over if you will see then you will find this oil spills or religious ceremonies or alien invaders or radioactive waste. All these four they are the direct cause of water pollution. But this over option B, that is over water consumption, that is not directly pollute the water. Over water consumption can lead to the water scarcity and it can impact to the water availability, but it is not a source of pollutant that contaminate water bodies. It lead to the scarcity. I hope now it is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so whoever was mentioning option C and D, you correct yourself. That's why this problem solving session is there. So if there is some sort of doubt, you should rectify it here only. Okay, then I think all of you now answering B, and that is the right answer also. So now I will move to the second question of previous year assignment. So let's see how many of you are able to answer in one go.
Sun City, Phoenix.
Okay, I received one answer. Which of the following urban settlement uses 336-mile long system of canals and pipelines to carry water from Colorado River through the desert?
Option B, sir. Sun City at Phoenix.
Hmm. So it is clear to all of you.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that is the B. Option B is the right answer for this question. Sun City, Phoenix, Arizona, and it relies on a vast system of canals and pipelines to transport water from Colorado River, traversing the desert to meet the water needs of its residents. And this infrastructure is essential for sustainable urban settlement in arid regions, as it was mentioned. That's why, and rest of the I think rest of the options like the Silicon Valley in San Francisco, this all you can easily eliminate. And someone else is joining. Wait, Tisha. So Trisha, you are joining the session now, or you have joined the session earlier also today? Okay, fine. But why it is asking for admitting, I don't know. Fine. Let's move to the next question. That is question number 3. Someone else had some work. Okay, fine. So now this is question number 3. I think this question you have also seen in assignment 2. It is same as they have mentioned this.
Option B, sir.
Option B.
So this question 3 you have seen in assignment
Yes, sir.
2. Yeah, that's why I was telling you that the questions as it was also given in the previous year assignment. So this question was also given in this year assignment. So similar questions that we are discussing now, and previous year questions that can occur or that can be given to you in your final examinations also. So all the questions, any of the questions can be given to you. So whatever doubts you are having, so let it be rectified or clarify here only. So I think for this you have done as you have done in the assignment 2. So you will know the answer for this one. So I think I should directly move to the option question 4, and for this the B will be the right answer. For them who have not submitted the assignment 2 till now, they can note that option B will be the right answer for this one. Since the algae are the natural part of the aquatic systems, they can become hazardous under certain conditions. The harmful algae blooms can produce toxics that are harmful to the aquatic life, including fish and other marine organisms. These blooms can deplete oxygen in the water and block sunlight, disrupting to the aquatic environment. That's why this as it is mentioned in the question, the algae in the water bodies belong to the natural systems, and they are not hazardous to aquatic life. This is absolutely wrong. They can be hazardous and harmful to various aquatic lives by depleting the oxygen level or blocking the sunlight or through other various ways. So we can move to the question 4. This is question 4. I hope it is visible to all of you.
Brownfield development
Hmm.
Option B.
is not a cause for desertification.
So try to recall which were as mentioned by the ma'am, or which are the causes for desertification, or which can cause the desertification. So which one will be left that will be not the cause for
Option D,
desertification.
sir.
Brown,
Option D.
it's brownfield development.
Somebody is saying option A. Animal grazing cannot lead to the desertification. So option A, how many? Let me see in the chat box. Option A. That's why these questions are shown. Somebody is saying option D, somebody is saying option A. But the correct answer to this one, somebody wants to add some more answers, then I can go to the answer.
Sir, it's D only.
Yeah, Elena is 100% correct from the beginning that it is D only. If you will see to the lectures, then you will find while ma'am was discussing about desertification, then some of the factors were directly mentioned that desertification is typically caused by the factors such as animal grazing, deforestation, climate variation, inappropriate agricultural practices, and urban settlements. All of them were the cause of desertification. Only the one option is left, that is option D, that is brownfield development, which refers to the brownfield development refers to the redevelopment of previously used industrial or commercial land, so which is not the directly contributing to the certification. So out of all the five or six options that have been mentioned, the most appropriate answer to this question will be option 4 or option D. I hope now it is clear to all of you that brownfield development, why brownfield development, because it is not the direct cause, it is referring to the redevelopment of the previously used industrial or commercial land. So is it clear to all of you? Then we can move to the next question, or somebody wants to say now also. It is A. It is clear to Trisha, Nitya, and what about Sarad and Aishwarya? Are they want some more explanation, or now it is clear to them also? As
It's
they
clear now.
okay, fine. Then we can move to the question 5 of previous year. Okay, this is question 5.
Overpopulation.
Overpopulation.
C.
Hmm. Okay, this time all of you have given the right answer. Option C will be the right answer for this question. Overpopulation is a contributing factor to increased land development, but it is not an impact of land development as it is mentioned in the question. The direct impact of land development includes desertification, habitat destruction, and habitat fragmentation, and that's why this out of this four, the overpopulation will be ruled out, and the rest of the answer will be the impact of development over land. So we can now, I think it is well understood by all of you, and answered all by all of you correctly. So without too much delay, we can move to the question number 6. This is question number 6.
Option D.
B.
Option B.
So let me take the answers of others.
So what about rotational grazing?
Hmm. So if you have seen the lecture, then you would find ma'am has also discussed about how to uh, as earlier she has discussed about various causes of this desertification. Then she has also given some of the steps how to reduce this desertification. In that she has also talked about this animal grazing is causing the desertification, but how we can reduce this effect or this cause of desertification. There you will find the excessive animal grazing can be prevented. Like we have to we cannot ask or we cannot stop animals to graze or feed. They have to graze or they have to feed, but we can reduce its effect on desertification with the help of this rotational grazing, not grazing one similar land again and again by multiple animals. Instead of that, if they will be focusing on rotational grazing, grazing or some of the animals here or sometimes here, then sometimes other place, then there will be not much vegetation loss or lead towards the desertification. So based on that, I think option C, and with me, Nitya and Neha is also agreeing. Option C will be the right answer. And somebody, Aditi and all, they have also mentioned. So I think it is now clear to people who have mentioned option B. It is clear now. Option C will be the right answer for this question.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for your response. So now we will move to the next question, that is question number 7 of today's session. This is question 7.
Option B.
Option B, sir.
So these all questions are asked in the previous year assignment problems, and some of them are also asked in the final examinations. So if you are able to answer to these questions, so I think the lecture videos or content is very clear to all of you, and you have well understood it till now. So for this question number 7, the final answer will be answer B, and all of you have given answer B only. So I think there is not much discussion is needed here, or no more doubt is there. Anxiety and depression levels are higher in urban areas than rural areas, it is for sure, because people in the rural areas, they are not they are connected. In the rural areas it is talking about, so in the rural areas they are connected and take care of each other. Is it fine?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay, thanks for all of you for this answer. So let's move to the question number 8. It is question number 8 that was asked previous year. Okay.
Option
Pre-original.
B.
Option B, sir.
Option B is correct.
Okay. So how many answers? I think most of you have already answered, and it is fine for all of you. No one has any doubt. All everybody is answering B. So we can move to the next question. That is question number 9. Is it?
Yes, sir.
Option.
B. Option B.
Option B, sir.
Hmm. So this is very clear. It is both the questions are interlinked. If you will find that, I will recall, then you will find that the first UN conference on environment and development, which is also known as Earth Summit, that was held in the Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, and it was happened in the year 1992. So with this statement or with this explanation, we will be able to answer to both the questions, question 8 and question 9. So all of you are well known or well aware about this answer. So we can move to the last question. It is question number 10.
Option
Option
C.
C, sir.
Option C.
So option C. This question is also asked in one of your assignment. I think assignment 1, I guess, if I'm not wrong.
Sir.
It was in assignment 0, means week 0.
Okay.
Yes.
So this was also asked in the assignment 2 of previous year. So try to revise all the questions. So either with this year assignments or previous year assignment questions or week 0 assignments, and apart from that, some more questions that can be formed from the content or from the lecture videos that you are watching, you should be able to answer. Like today we have practiced 34 sample problems that have already checked your understanding of the subject till now. So it will be going like this only. So this is from today, and if there is any more doubt regarding the previous regarding your week 2 assignment, I hope all of you have submitted your week 2 assignment, or is there any doubt with that? If is the,
No, sir.
okay, then you are well understanding the lectures and following it. So you have already done the lectures assignments. So this if you next time, like most of the questions this time, they are of subjective types only. So if you are watching the videos, then you will be able to give the answers, but from the next time, if some more concepts, when it will be moving towards the sustainable buildings part, then some more questions will be formed, and some more like heat load calculations, environmental impact calculations, these all will be taught to you. So at that time some numerical problems will be formed. So that problems and that concepts or formulas that will be applying there, we will be discussing that thing, and you will be having a lot of doubt. Somebody will be having doubt on some question, somebody will be having some another question. So we will be solving there. So till now I think you have no doubt with the assignment questions, and more questions we have practiced also. So with this, if all of you have given the attendance, so we can end to the today's session. And thanks for joining all of you, and we will be meeting next Tuesday only from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. So don't wait for the mail to come. To, be active and try to join the session on time next time.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you
Thank
all
you.
of you for making this session wonderful and interactive one. We will be meeting you with you all next Tuesday again.